Hey guys, it's V for Vetrano, and I am here with Cassadee Pope. You know her best from The Voice Season 3 when she took the crown, and her current single, Wasting All These Tears, is now blowing up on country radio, and it's already gone #1 on iTunes. Cassadee.
Hi!
Thanks for being my first guest.
I feel honored. This is like one of my best friends, so...
Oh, well, you're one of mine.
Oh.
When I decided to do this, it just made sense for you to come and be here, so that when I mess up and
I can pat him on the back and make sure that he doesn't cry himself to sleep.
You have a #1 single, you've been doing so much. You won The Voice.
I did. That's really weird. I can't even like fathom that still.
How has life changed since The Voice? Like what have you been up to? What you've been up to?
What you've been up to? I have been on the Rascal Flatts tour. I'm opening up for them and the band Perry.
And you sing with them too.
I sing with them every night. They have me come up and sing Easy and Won't Let Go, which is amazing. It's so crazy. And then I released Wasting All These Tears, which went, the first night it came out, it went to #1 on country iTunes, and then overall it got to #3, so almost.
So keep buying it. We'll put the link somewhere in the
We'll
video.
float it here.
It'll be floating under her finger.
Somewhere.
So you got off The Voice, you came to Nashville.
Yes.
And you met like one of the best people you've ever met in your life, which is me.
Yes, of course. We're best friends now, so obviously we do Sunday brunch.
When you're here.
When I'm here.
When you're not, I like cry. I don't get out of bed.
No, you don't. I see your Twitter. You go to brunch still. You go without me, it's fine.
I just go by myself. So yeah, so you moved, or you came to Nashville. You basically moved.
Yeah.
And you got on the Rascal Flatts tour, but the record is now done?
It's done. Today, actually, is the last day of tracking for me. Dan still has a few, Dan Huff, producer, still has a few things he needs to do, but we just tracked one of the bonus tracks for the Target release. So that's exciting.
The deluxe copy.
Deluxe! And it's turning out to be amazing.
It's definitely, I mean, I've gotten like some sneak peeks, and it's definitely the record of the year. Like everyone's gonna flip out when they hear this thing. It's so good.
So much pressure.
So obviously, like you and I, we talk a lot, and I'm kind of up to date. And so we thought for this episode we would go to you guys and ask for your questions. So we went to Twitter, which is @CMVetrano and @Cassadee Pope, and we asked you guys, Cassadee's biggest fans, to send in some questions. So I'm gonna read some of those now.
Wonderful.
And hopefully yours.
I'm sure none of them asked if me and Ryan are getting married.
There was definitely talk of that. There was lots of Ryan questions.
Yeah.
Ryan from All Time Low, who's the drummer, and he's very
sexy.
Well, okay, he's very sexy. So yeah, so people on Twitter are definitely planning the Twitter wedding. It's bigger than the twedding. All right, so to the Twitter questions that we have for you. @AllieG2 wants to know, who was the person you were most excited to write with for your album?
I was the most excited to write with Hillary Lindsay. She is a big writer. I actually showed you the song after, it's called Trainwreck, after the session, and it was so crazy to write with her because she is very much in her own world, and I love seeing writers that just kind of like go off into their own space. And I go with them, of course, but I also find it fascinating that people can be in a room with strangers that they've never met before and still go to that really creative place and not care who else is there. They just go. So that was really amazing. I don't think the song's going to be on the album, actually. I know it's not going to be on the album, but I have it in my back pocket for maybe the next one.
Yeah, well, and there definitely will be a next one. So
yeah.
Next question comes from @HeyRachel, which I think we understand.
We think we know what you mean. Like, hey Monday?
We're getting it. We're
on to you.
We're on your vibe.
Vibe? Okay.
We're catching your vibe.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Exactly.
Rachel.
She wants to know, how has the transition been from touring and performing in a punk rock band versus a country?
Well, the shows on a more of a punk pop rock tour are generally a little more sweaty, a little smaller in a confined space. Whereas this, I mean, I've never been on a country tour other than Rascal Flatts, and of course those are big, big, big places, amphitheaters, and they're very open and
so people aren't crowd surfing?
No crowd surfing. Oh my gosh. I mean,
well,
maybe
that's because I haven't been yet.
That's true.
I'll be at your show, and if you see someone crowd surfing, it'll be me.
All of these.
So be sure you catch me, because no one else will.
No one else will. They'll be like, I'm like, what's that guy doing up there? I don't know. He was wrong.
At Ragin Ryan wants to know, how excited were you to shoot the video for Wasting All These Tears, and were you nervous at all?
I mean, I was definitely nervous, but I was more excited than anything. It was my first solo music video. I had done about 4 music videos with my old band, Hey Monday, and those were really fun, but I'd never done a video that was so centered around me. I knew there was going to be a lot of acting. I knew that the lyric was so powerful that I needed to really convince people of what I was feeling. So, I don't know, that scared me, of course, but I'm really proud of it.
The next question comes from AliBo8, or at AliBo8. What, other than Wasting All These Tears, is your favorite track from the album?
Oh, I think this might be your favorite, 11.
Yes.
I think that is such a powerful song. It's a song about my parents' divorce when I was 11, and there's a lot of people that can relate because, you know, it's a hard time in everybody's life if they have to go through that. But fortunately for me, it didn't really affect me in my adult life. I was able to write about it, so that was kind of my way of coping. But I'm so proud of it. It's one of the most personal songs I've ever written. It's acoustic, but it's a little more revved up, and I think it'll be a lot of people's relatable song.
Well, it was one of the first ones you played for me
Yes.
in our first listening session of songs that you were considering for the album. And I mean, it was definitely one of my favorites from the start. And I think a lot because it is very personal, but also it just has a really cool vibe. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. All right, a couple more here. We've got at It's Julie here. Are there any special collaborations on the new album?
Ooh, one is being worked on right now, and I can't say. I told you, I think.
You did tell me.
But I can't say. It's not confirmed yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's Julie here. But
so at It's Julie here, you're gonna have to wait for the album on October 8th to see if there's any collaborations. The last one we're gonna do today, but it's from at Hey, another Hey.
Oh, Hey.
I don't know if it's another Hey Monday fan, but we'll see.
Possibly.
At Hey, it's Edgardo.
Oh, Eduardo.
Eduardo. I'm sorry.
Hey! He has
Hey.
my signature tattooed on.
No.
He does.
Oh my gosh.
I
want to see a photo of that, so if you could tweet me at Vetrano a photo of that, that's crazy.
He's
that's awesome.
really sweet.
Well, he wants to know how many songs you wrote on the album.
Oh, good question. I wrote, hold on a second. You Hear a Song, 11, Cinematic, Edge of a Thunderstorm, Proved You Wrong, This
You guys
Car.
are getting the entire track listing right now.
Whoopsies! I'm giving too much away. 6.
6, including the bonus tracks, or?
Including one bonus track. And on the album there will be 11 songs,
Cool.
4 bonus tracks, but 2 of
Only
which
available at Target.
only available at Target. 2 of the bonus tracks are Wasting All These Tears and Good Times acoustic.
I hope that you guys got some answers to the questions that you were dying to know. I know I didn't get to all of them. Cassadee has a legion of fans that every time she tweets that we're going to a movie or anything, my Twitter blows up and you guys all ask a million questions. So feel free to keep sending them in at Vetrano, and I'll do my best to try to get some answers. I might try to get this one back to answer some more for you later on.
I'll be back.
On Tragic Kingdom, which is my music blog at tragickingdomblog.com, I talk a lot about new artists and a lot about the music that I'm currently digging. So obviously on the road, I'm assuming that you have to zone out and get in the zone and listen to music. So what are you currently listening to?
I have been pretty into 21 Pilots.
They're awesome.
Yeah, it's just a great change of pace. I never have been on a tour with that kind of music before, let alone really listen to it, and it's just such a cool mixture of, it kind of reminds me like the lyrically of the stuff I used to listen to as a kid, like all the bands that I listened to, but the melodies are so catchy and it's inspiring lyrically. Like he talks about not wanting to write about everything that everybody else is writing about anymore, and that's really, really awesome. On the more country side of things, I'm really into the Hunter Hayes album. Can't get enough of that.
The Hunter Hayes one, which has I Want Crazy on it?
Yes.
The new one?
Yes, it's amazing. It's so good.
Which I'm assuming he wrote about Amanda Bynes.
Probably. You...
Since you moved to Nashville,
yes.
You know, we've pretty much eaten our way through the entire city.
Yeah.
So what are some of like your favorite spots for people that are maybe going to come visit, or people that live here that maybe don't know about them?
Oh, I mean, you really can't go wrong, but our favorite brunch place is this place called Garden Brunch Cafe.
Yeah.
And it is.
It's kind of like the hidden gem.
It
so
is.
I'm like, I wasn't expecting.
It's not in the best area.
Wasn't expecting you to just like reveal it. But I hope that because I hope that this is on there and we get a special table when we come.
Yes, get us a little table. We'll come every Sunday. Whenever.
When she's in town, and then it's just down the street from me. So if you guys deliver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another amazing brunch place / bar is Tavern.
White
Trash Hash. Love saying it.
It's like
so good. Patterson House.
Patterson House is
a great cocktail.
Patterson House is a great one for cocktails at the end of the night, and
it's really delicious.
Yeah. So if you're coming to town, you should definitely go check out some of Cassadee Pope's Picks. Pope's Picks.
Ooh, that's good.
Pope's Picks.
Pope's Picks.
You can't even say it.
Well, I'm not hosting a show, so it's your job. Pope's Picks.
I can't say it either. It's your job. On all of your interviews, you come across really humble and genuine, and one thing that I just thought that the viewers should know is that that's absolutely 100% authentic.
Aww.
And that you are exactly as you appear, and I hope that never changes, and I'm really excited for you. I'm really excited to be a part of this process. I'm so grateful to be one of your friends and honored. And
you're gonna make me cry.
And that this girl is the real deal, so you guys need to support her absolutely, because she's going places and I don't see her changing over, and I enjoy spending so much time with you. So
right back at you, honey.
Well,
honey boo boo.
I mean, clearly. So your last night in Nashville for a little bit, you finished the record, you're getting ready to go back out on the road.
Yes.
So I know that your time is limited, so I feel like we've got to wrap it up as much as I don't want to.
I know.
This was fun.
It was so fun.
I'm so glad that you did this, and that you were able to come.
I'm so honored to be your first episode. I hope it was good.
I know, I hope it's good. They're going to get better, and then when they're better, you're going to come back.
Oh yeah,
and
I'll come back.
And we're going to keep you guys updated on what's going on with Cassadee and on the road, and the album's coming out, so we'll definitely be doing all of that.
And keep updated to this guy, because he is so talented, and he's going to be the next big thing.
I mean, going to be the big thing.
I don't want to pigeonhole you, because you do so much. You're going to be P. Diddy.
I'm going to be P. Diddy. So you guys can go get Cassadee's single Wasting All These Tears on iTunes now, and the album comes out October 8th. You can get it on everywhere music is sold, the 11 tracks, but if you want to go for the deluxe copy, you can get that exclusively at Target. And then you can go to CassadeePope.com for all of the tour dates with Rascal Flatts and the band Perry. And that about does it from Nashville for me. It's been Vetrano, and we're out. And so,
don't judge me for these answers. I'm really bad at these. I say weird things.
I'm judgmental.
Oh, I know.